Well, hello.
I said it's 25 bucks or nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
With the inimitable Nicole Halliwell.
Hi.
Nicole, thank you so much for everything that you do, for meeting with us.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to give you these, darling, because I think you're so special. I adore you, and I love you.
This
and I know
is so
the
sweet.
fans
Thank you
do.
so much. I love this. Oh.
It's my pleasure. And
You know
you've
what?
done
You
so
know what?
much.
I haven't gotten flowers in drag. I think maybe once in my entire career, and it's been a long time. So
Impossible.
thank you for this. I
My
really
pleasure, my
appreciate
dear.
it.
So, my first thing is I just want to say thank you to you for all that you've done for the community and keeping the lights on during the pandemic. You were a source of inspiration for so many.
Thank
and
you.
you helped us stay connected to the community.
It was important to me too. It was something where I thought, as entertainers, our creativity goes out if we don't continue to keep our light going. So I thought we have to connect with our audience, and it was so great to hear back from everyone that you found light in that. You found some,
Absolutely.
solace in being able to sit home and laugh and have a good time.
Definitely. So, of course, the obvious question, I'm sure many of us are wondering, so why drag? When did you start? How did it start?
Ooh, I'll try to compartmentalize that into a smaller answer. Drag was my source of expression. Growing up as a kid, I wanted to be the pop star. I wanted to be Madonna. I wanted to be a Spice Girl. And I thought, okay, that's never going to happen because I was dancing around my mom's house, in my mom's heels and dresses and stuff, trying to pretend to be something. And then I found drag and realized, oh, I can do that. It's wonderful. I started my career off about 18 years ago as an Elvira, Mistress of the Dark impersonator. And
I love your Elvira.
I love my Elvira too. It's one of my favorite things to do. I went to work one day. A friend of mine was a really good makeup artist, and she put me in the whole thing. And she said, "Here you go." And I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, "Holy shit! I look like Elvira." So I went to work, and some guy approached me at work and said, "You look so much like her. Would you mind coming to my business to appear as Elvira for Halloween?" I said, "Okay." So I did. And once I got there, he didn't tell me where it was. It was Hard Rock, and it was a huge restaurant.
Nice.
And he told everyone the real Elvira was going to be there. And at the end of the night, after photos and posing and pictures and all this stuff, he handed me an envelope full of cash. And I was like,
Whoa.
I could get used to this.
Yeah.
So I worked in drag for many years as just Elvira. And then I thought, okay, I have to do something outside of October. So here's Nicole.
Love it. And so many people will be curious.
Ooh, curious.
The origin of your name.
Oh, God. Okay, so origin of my name. I'm going to turn this way. My name came from my two favorite girl groups, the Pussycat Dolls and the Spice Girls. So it was Nicole Scherzinger of the Pussycat Dolls and Jerry Halliwell of the Spice Girls. So
I
that
love
was,
it.
ta-da!
I see it now, totally. It makes perfect sense. So here's a question about performing.
Yes.
What is it that you love about performing, and what is it that you don't love about performing?
What I love about performing is being able to make people laugh and smile and have a good time and make them slip into their comfort zone much faster, because people go out and they're all uptight and worried about how they look and so forth. I like to take them out of that and make them go, oh my God, I'm having a great time. And that's really my goal. The only thing I hate about performing is 31 pairs of pantyhose and duct tape and all the other stuff that goes along with drag.
Lovely. It's all good, darling.
But it's part of the package, so I got to do it.
That's right. And I know that you've been a big advocate for the drag community because oftentimes we get stiffed, not in a good way, from management. And were it not for the performers, it would be an empty club.
Don't forget that.
So, did you want to just say something about that? Has it changed? Has it gotten better?
No, it has not gotten better,
And,
unfortunately. We've been fighting for this for a long time. When I started drag out here in South Florida, the pay was much higher, but as people realized that the drag queens, some of them, this is the only job they have, they realized they could cut the payback. Exploit them, yeah. I wasn't going to use that word, but sure, exploit is true. And then they realized there's nothing they can do about it because they either want the job or they don't. These people would just keep working, and it's a terrible thing to do. So now that I have left working so frequently in Wilton Manors, I feel like I don't have anything to lose by putting myself out there and saying, pay these queens more money.
Absolutely.
It costs a lot of money. It's a lot of work and time and effort, and these bar owners think that $75 is enough when it takes us 2 hours at home just to get ready.
And the cost of everything else and all the logistics.
Wigs and costumes, thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's hard. So pay your girls what they're worth.
Your voice was a champion of the performers, and that you had the courage to say something.
Yeah, I don't.
Because often they suffer and sound quiet, and they just deal with it.
I don't hold back. I've always been opinionated,
Yeah.
and while people don't like it sometimes about me, I think it's my strongest skill. We have to speak up. You
have to. Let me ask you. So, what is your animal spirit?
My animals. Well, I think it goes, what's your animal spirit? I think it's a chicken sandwich. But my animal spirit, I don't know. I think I'm
Well, I know you're a sexy, sassy Scorpio.
Well, yes, that's very true. I think a scorpion maybe because I don't bother people, but if you piss me off, I will sting you. So
Amen.
that works that way.
Very good. And so, when out of drag, what does Nicole spend her time doing?
Sleeping. Sleeping and shopping. That's my favorite two things, sleeping and shopping.
Okay, describe Wilton Manors in 3 words.
Gay. Gay. Gay.
I loved it. What is your favorite designer or artist?
My favorite artist is styled by Carlos, who creates all of my wigs that I wear.
Beautiful.
She has been through a lot on a tour, so let's not use this as an example. But Carlos Carmen Adore is one of the most talented artists I've ever seen, and creates things that last and they hold up the test of time and performing and so forth. Because I've bought many a wig from many of a designer, and the only ones that I still have 7, 8 years later that still look as good as they do when they were shipped to me is Carlos. So
No, it's an art form, and I don't think
is.
people realize the artistry that goes into the crafting.
Oh my God.
Everything from top to toe.
I can't do it. I know how to put a face on and entertain people, and then the rest of it is up to people that help to make all that. Carlos actually made this too. He doesn't make
Beautiful.
costumes anymore, but voila.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Spending too much money on everything. And I mean everything.
Okay. Diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds. They don't break.
Okay. And lastly,
Yes.
any words of advice for aspiring performers?
Don't do it. No. Drag is expensive. Drag is not just what you see on TV, and it's more about making it a career than it is just having fun. If you decide to do it for monetary reasons, if you just want to go out and have a good time, be you. But if you're deciding to do it for a career, professionalism is key. That's one of the things that's most important, and it's lacking from some of the drag community, not all of it. I'm fortunate to live here in South Florida where we have lots of really professional queens who do a phenomenal job at not only performing but managing themselves and keeping up appearances so they have a strong integrity for their brand, like I try to do for myself. But sometimes it falls by the wayside for exchange of drugs and alcohol and other things like that. It's important to be professional. If you want to have a career, you want to make money doing this, you're not going to do it if you're falling on the floor or walking around with holes in your tights and stuff.
Great point. Nicole, I adore you, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and I know all our fans do. You're a beautiful, inimitable character, and I just thank you so much for all that you did, especially for the community, and especially during those dark days, and you got us through.
I'm so glad that we're through it, and now we have happy days ahead. Let's hope.
Amen. All right, dear. Mwah. Ciao.
Mwah.
Love you.